It's only off an inch on either side. That'll be a straight house right there. Yeah, Avril, tell me. I don't know how to sew zippers, so we're just gonna fucking wing it and hope for the best. Now on the front, we're gonna sew a flap over our zipper, and we're gonna tell people that's to repel rain, when in actuality it's really to hide our shitty, terrible sewing. But yeah, that works. So, it is March 31st, and what do we got going on here? Oh, it's snowing. That's great. Anyways, besides that, I went, picked up some luan. I grabbed 3 sheets, that thin stuff, underlayment, and I cut them to 70 by 43 inches. Now I'm going to grab these studs here, and I'm going to cut those all down. First I'm going to chop them down the length, and then I'm going to make an arc about 1 inch over them, and I'm going to glue all these pieces together, screw them to the form so I can have a bend in there, and that's going to match the profile of my roof. And yeah, this is the beginning of the beds that I'm going to put up in the Poptop camper. So, wish me luck. Okay, so here we go. We got all my arches that I cut from the 2x4s, and what I did is I marked the center, and that's where I wanted it to be 0, and then at each end, I actually made mine come down 1.5 inches on each end, over 42 inches, and then I got a thin piece of plywood, the scraps that I got cut off here, and basically I bent that so that it would match on each side. My marks that I made come up to 0 in the middle, and then I drew a line. That's called using like a batten. That's like back when I was building a boat. So it's to make a fair curve. Otherwise you can figure out what it takes to make a giant compass and make an arc of a circle. But using a thin piece of wood and bending it so that it hits each point that you want, that'll make a fair curve, and it'll be something that the wood actually wants to go to, seeing as that's the same exact wood that I'm using here. So anyways, that's how you do that. Then I made 4 of those, and I just used some scrap wood just to keep them equally spaced out, and some kind of square, that way it's easier for me to screw them down. So now what I got to do is I got to get all these and I've got to glue them as fast as possible. I got a gallon of tight bond over there. I got to glue these things as fast as possible, get them all on there, screw them, see if I can get some clamps on there. It's gonna be hectic. I don't think I'm gonna be able to videotape this. Sorry. Okay, so it's not finished yet, but for the most part I got all the pieces. So I'm just gonna show you a quick little way of how this works. So first of all, I've got this is 26 inches long. That goes pretty much back to the end. I made a rail so that hugs and it's supported on the roof. That's pretty strong. So then I cut another piece the same exact length. That way, if you wanted room up here, if you wanted your space back, boom, you can pop the top and slide this up on top of the other one once it's open, and you got your room back up here so you can cook or stand up or whatever. Okay. Now if you want to change this into a bed, slide this down, and that fits in the rails right in there. Okay, I'm doing this with one hand, so give me a break. Okay, so there's that. That's in place. And then the last part is I've got to make I'm gonna put like a long bolt through here. Okay, I'm gonna drill in through this side, and then I'm gonna drill a hole so that the bolt, it'll slide on the bolt up to like here. Okay, so then when you're not using it, that's closed like that. That's fine. then I've got the last piece. So once you're up on the bed, you can pull this piece out. I'll put a loop on here or something. You pull this out, pull that up. Once it's up there, you gotta kind of bring it up with you. It's hard to do from underneath. It's not meant to be done underneath. It's kind of be something like that. Kind of be something like that. Okay. So then it's all level up there. And if you don't want that, the only thing that'll be there honestly won't be anything in your way. Well, you know, just chilling out in the upstairs of a car. How often can you say that? The upstairs of a car. Fucking crazy. But that's where I'm at. It's all in. I'm just chilling out in the bus. You know, I think I'm gonna go tighten some stuff, take this all down, and go for a ride.